Hi, Terry.
Hi, Stephen. How are you?
Good. Thank you very much. And yourself?
I'm good.
Great. Thank you very much for taking the time to help out with other students who are interested in the Silva Method program.
My pleasure.
May I ask you some questions?
Absolutely. Ask away.
All right. So why did you take the Silva Method?
Well, I had read the books many years ago and just came across the books again when I was cleaning up. And the first one was the Silva Method. But I also managed to find this one, The Power of Alpha, which is, he actually took the course and then followed it up with scientific study with the Silva graduates, as well as going into different scientific and medical offices and seeing how it works. And it was very intriguing. So I thought, I've got to take this course. And I looked online, and sure enough, there was one coming up in 2 weeks that you were doing. So I signed up and thought, how am I going to get the money for this? And I thought, yeah, you know what? It's time I did this. Long overdue. I'm 58 years old, and I just want to make things better and better. Well, imagine my surprise 2 weeks later when I get an envelope in the mail with a check for $10,000 in it from my uncle, who had decided, well, instead of waiting until I die, let's give my nieces and nephews their inheritance. Wow. So I managed to pay for the course in full and get completely out of debt.
Wow. And that was all just because you wanted to take
Because I wanted to take the Silva course. So there's the momentum going there. When I got this and I told Stephen that I had it, you just laughed. You thought it was very funny. I was just floored.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And what did you get out of it for yourself?
Well, during the course, I found it very difficult. The first weekend was... I have a condition called fibromyalgia, and what that is the switch in your brain that tells your body you're in pain, like when you bang your elbow. It switches on and releases a hormone, I'll call it P for pain, through your spinal column to all the nerves in your body, because they're all attached to your spinal column. And it goes to the area that hurts, and then it sends a signal that all the white blood cells and all, come and heal this area, and the switch goes off and the pain kind of dissipates. Well, when you have an injury to your brain, a blow to the head or whiplash, that switch stays on and continues to tell your body it's in pain 24/7, from the roots of your hair to the tips of your toes. It interferes with your thought process. You get a kind of a pain fog. It interferes with sleep because you cannot get the deep, restful sleep at the alpha, the delta, and the theta levels. So you wake up as tired as you go to sleep. One thing I found with the Silva Method, because we work so much in alpha, is that the meditation affects me like good quality sleep, like several hours of good quality sleep. Still haven't managed to consistently get to theta yet, but it's coming.
Okay.
It's coming. I meditate first thing in the morning. After I feed the cats, I'll sit down quietly. At work, I can get into the alpha state with the countdown that I've been taught. When I come home, after I've taken care of the guys, I just want to, my kids. Well, there she is. After they're all settled, they're fed, their water's been changed, their litter's done, they're quiet, I can sit down and just kind of let the day go, and then a few minutes before I go to sleep. And I find the quality of sleep is better. I wake up refreshed, instead of waking up like someone's used me for a punching bag.
Wow.
It's amazing. I'm so happy with it There's other techniques that you can use to get deeper, but for the sake of this video and people who are going to see it for the first time, I just want to keep it simple, sweetheart.
And you're saying that your sleep is better than it was before?
Yes.
How many months or weeks or years has that taken?
Well, a flower pot fell on my head, which is how the whole fibromyalgia thing started. And yes, it does happen outside of cartoons. In 1983.
Okay. Oh, wow.
This is 2016. I took the course in October. This is December, so 2 months.
Wow. So in 2 months, you're able to overcome something that's been on with you for 23 years.
Yep.
Wow, that's amazing.
23?
Is that 23?
83 to 93. 33.
33, oh my God,
Yeah.
I can't count.
33 years of this,
Wow.
having trouble sleeping, not getting the restful, healthy sleep, unless I, take medication, which I hate to do.
Yeah.
And this has actually improved my sleep quality so that my body can heal. One thing that I guess the general public doesn't know is that when you reach those deep levels of sleep, the micro tears that you get in your muscles, and everybody gets them when you stretch, when you bend, when you're lifting stuff, you get micro tears in your muscles. If you reach those deep levels of sleep, that's healing sleep. That allows those micro tears to heal. You don't reach those areas, if you don't reach those deep levels of sleep, they don't heal over, they scar over. So the scar tissue reduces freedom of movement, your mobility is affected, you hurt all the time, even more. Because you're not sleeping, you don't feel rested, your brain is cloudy. It's amazing. In the job that I have, it's very detail oriented. And I've noticed, and my boss has noticed, that my level has improved. I actually told her that I was taking the course and I thought everybody should take it. And she said, let's see. And she actually commented that based on my improved performance, maybe it's a consideration to spread the word.
Wow.
So.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And how did you find the meditation? I know you were having some difficulty in the beginning.
It was very difficult at the beginning because the pain level that I have in my neck, in my neck and my shoulders, if I sat for any period of time, literally I would go like this and it would pop. It would lock. I would be very nervous, and not even nervous, that's the wrong word. While this was aching and just dying for me to go like this and it pop, the rest of me is, fidgety, and I wish that would be finished. And of course, because I needed the support of something behind me, and the way the chairs were, it was a support just about to the middle of the back. I sat in the back of the room against the wall, near the door, where people were walking back and forth and talking, and so there was that distraction. So the Silva course was over 2 weekends, and every time we finished the meditation, I was out the door in the bathroom because I had to get out of there. My breakthrough, I guess you would call it, would be on the 4th day, and we did a psychometry exercise. And what that is you close your eyes, hold an object, and tell the other person what you feel about the object. Without knowing what it is, telling them what it is. Apparently I did very well. We also had case studies.
Yeah.
And one of the methods is to actually figuratively speaking, put someone's head on yours so you can see through their eyes. And I just burst into tears. I felt so much emotion from that person, I actually had to take the head off. And I told the other person I was doing the course with, or I was doing the reading with, what I got, and still I'm waiting for a confirmation, Stephen.
Yes. So am I.
Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. But again, I was pretty right on for a lot of the things, and that gave me a lot of confidence. That fourth day, the worst of the pains seemed to start to dissipate, probably because, well, it started to dissipate, I believe, because I'd been able to reach that alpha state, which I hadn't hit in, 33 years? And that momentum was, I think, instrumental in that breakthrough. And it's that momentum that I'm trying to maintain now after the course. I strongly believe that if you don't do it, it's going to fall away. It's like exercise. It's like being a bodybuilder.
Yeah.
You just have to keep at it and keep at it, and eventually it becomes habit.
And did you find the techniques that you learned from the meditation to be easy or difficult?
At the beginning, they were very difficult. I think at this point, I've got a handle on it. There's some things, as I said, I still haven't been able to reach theta consistently, and it's actually a surprise to me when I do. So I'd like that to be consistent.
Oh, amazing.
That would be so cool.
And I know you've been doing some amazing healing since.
Oh my God. That's the most fun. That's why I took the course.
Yeah.
I took the course because I wanted to do healing. And I'd actually made a wish. I thought, if I have a genie, and I had 3 wishes. First wish would be, I want to be a healer, body, speech, mind, karma, everything that they could possibly need. Second thing, I want to be a polyglot, which is someone who speaks multiple languages, be an interspecies communicator, not just earth languages, this is how my mind works. I'm talking about binary, I'm talking about everywhere in the universe, because there's life on other planets. They want to come here, I want to know how to talk to them. And they don't use speech, it's mind to mind. So if you meditate, you have a better control of your thoughts. And in alpha, you can't be negative. Really, if you're in alpha all the time, you just can't think nasty thoughts. You can't, you can think nasty thoughts, but you don't get into it, okay? You don't let it eat at you. And I find that I'm healthier. Funnily enough, I'm finding that diet-wise, things are changing. I have less interest in meat and sugar, and no interest at all in salt. Yep. So that was a surprise, because I'm a sugarholic, chocoholic.
Wow. And
yeah, I still enjoy it, but not to the extent that I have that instead of a meal. So I've noticed those little things. I've lost some weight. I don't know if you can tell, but I have. I've lost about 7 pounds.
Oh, wow.
And I've been trying to lose weight for years.
Wow.
And I'm not doing anything out of the ordinary. I have started to exercise. That was one of the things I wanted to do. But because of the fibromyalgia, I can't, go for the gusto. So I do stretching, and I'm going into the intermediate levels now, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I have more stamina. I can run for the bus now. I can run for the bus and say, wait, as opposed to, meh, I'll wait for the next one.
That's really good. So your life has really changed.
It's improved.
In these few weeks.
It's really, really improved. I'm very happy.
Yeah.
I'm actually working toward being a better person. I was pretty good to start with, but my vision of what I want to be is actually improving.
Wow. And you've been doing some amazing healings. Do you want to share a couple of them that you've done?
Oh my God. The first one I did, there's a lady I work with, and she has cancer. She has a tumor. And I just sat down and I thought, you know what, let's do something for her. I was a little nervous, but I thought, you know what, she's a lovely person and she deserves to be well. So I did the healing. I visualized where it was. I did some creative stuff with it. You know what? I'm going to actually get the paper from over there so I know exactly how I did it, because I've done so many since.
If you would like to watch more videos like this, then please subscribe to my channel below. Once again, my name is Stephen Dobos, and you can download a free centering exercise. The information is in the description box below.